Good morning. This is Rick Gray. I wanted to talk this morning a little bit about golf, the game of golf, and how it applies to life. My son is 6, and he starts golf lessons this week again. He had golf lessons last fall. We played together quite a bit, and we did so earlier this spring as well. It's just interesting how quickly he catches on as a young kid. The one thing I wanted to talk about was the analogy of golf and life. They go together really well. I think there's some great lessons you can learn from the game and apply it to your business or to your life in general. The first thing you notice when you go golfing, if you're not a golfer, is you walk up to the tee. This is where you hit the ball the first time, and they put the hole a long ways away. You ever notice that? It's a long ways away from the tee. And the second thing is they plant trees, often in your way. They even have the audacity to have water hazards, rivers, lakes and ponds, sand traps they call hazards. And the whole idea is to get your ball into the hole. Now, golf would be a lot easier if it was like a putt-putt game where you walk up to the tee and they had a tube going from the tee all the way into the hole. You just knock your ball into the tube and it went down into the hole, right? But what would be the point of the game? In other words, in golf, the point of the game is to embrace the problems, to find out how quickly, how cleanly, and how effortlessly can you overcome the hazards and the obstacles. You don't worry about the hazards and the obstacles. That's part of the game. So that's a great analogy for life. You don't worry or focus on the hazards, the obstacles, the sand traps, the trees that are in the way. In life, a lot of people like to complain. Remember my dog on the porch story. Go back a few videos ago and watch the dog on the porch. That's a lot of people in life. They like to moan and groan and complain. You wouldn't do that in golf. If you hit the ball into the rough and went, oh no, I hit the ball in the rough, and you just complained on and on about, oh, now I'm in the sand trap. Great. Now I hit it in the water. I mean, you wouldn't want to play golf with somebody like that had that kind of an attitude, because it would be really unusual on the golf course. These things are expected. You're expected to mess up every now and then. Hit the ball into the rough. Hit the ball into a sand trap. Lose a ball. Heaven knows I've lost a lot of balls in the water before. That's part of the game. So the game is actually how can you develop your skill to overcome these obstacles. That's the same thing and the same way we need to look at life. Develop your skills to overcome life's obstacles. Don't complain about the obstacles. That's part of the deal. Work on yourself and work on your skill. That's the game. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a game. If it was easy, if you just knocked the ball into the tube and it went all the way down into the hole, there would be no game. Who would be a good golfer? How do you separate out the field? You wouldn't. The same thing with life. So don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Work on yourself and overcome life's obstacles. Just like in the game of golf, that's the point. So make sure you're focusing on the right things in life. Don't be that dog on the porch complaining all the time. Be the one improving and upgrading your skills. The greatest gift you can give yourself is your own personal development, your own growth. That is the key to the kingdom. Have a great day.